because it is written, "Be ye holy, for I am holy." And that's the truth, because when you look at yourself, you're supposed to see a vision of Yahweh Shai, because that spirit is in you. We're supposed to be those vice regents of Yahweh Shai. That's why it says, as you look upon a looking glass, all right, you're supposed to see Yahweh Shai as you see yourself. Okay? And verse 17 says, and this is the key point why I wanted to bring this out, because in Luke, the 13th chapter, and I was tripping, by the way, because I know I brought it the 23rd chapter, but all this is in the 13th chapter, so it's a lot here. But as you had brought it up, in the 22nd verse, it talks about the journey, okay? Mm-hmm. So when you read for 1 Peter 1 and 17, it says, "And if you call on the Father, whom without respect of person judgeth according to every man's work," this is the key point, "pass the time of your sojourning here in fear." Okay? So when we're on this tightrope, we're not supposed to worry about us falling to the left or to the right. Now, we're supposed to have that fear to know that if we fall, we're through, But as you're in that passageway, that straight gate, we're supposed to sojourn here in fear, because that journeying is sojourning. And when you go into that word sojourning in the Greek, that word there, hold on one second. It's only showing. Hold on. There we go. When you go into that word sojourning, I'm just going to play it really quick. He'll pronounce it better than I can. Oh, I guess since we're on speakerphone, it's not saying it. But that word there is paroikia. And it says a dwelling near or without one, a sojourning, dwelling in a strange land, because we're in a strange land right now. We're in the land of our captivity. Okay? It says the life of a man here on earth is likened to a sojourning, because we're not in our homeland. Okay? Where our sojourning here is supposed to be in fear and hope that the Lord will keep us on that tight rope so we can receive that reward, or get to that land, that prized land that was promised to us. Because ultimately we're going to get to that land anyway, whether we're right or not, but we want to be those first fruits that get it on the first go around, and not have to taste the second death, which is the death of the fire, the nuclear missiles. Okay? Because that's the reward that's going to come to the wicked, is the nuclear missiles. All right? And the wicked of our people as well, mainly, but of course, the Esau and these other nations. Okay? Right, you got it. I just wanted to bring out that point.
I know, really, that was beautiful, man, because, we're journeying, like you said, on the straight gate, and we got doubt on the left and the right, and that doubt is what's going to pull us down. The same way was it Peter that got in the water with Yahweh Shai and was walking on the water, and as soon as he started to take his eyes off of the prize, off of his destination, off of his Savior, he started to worry. He started thinking about the waves around him and everything else, the elements, and worrying about it pulling him down, and he started to think,
God, brother. That's right,
That's
right.
Out, man, that the apostles been bringing up here lately, man. That we gotta fight. That's a demon,
Yeah.
Definitely a demon. Was that
sure is.
In Luke? Was that it on that in Luke?
No, it's a lot more to it.
Was that it on that in First Peter?
Yeah, that was it on that in First Peter.
Okay. Well, you can continue in Luke.
Con. So I give you 1 sec. I had to turn the computer back on downstairs. I was uploading a video and it died on me. Satan. Okay. I got to restart this video I was uploading for a third time.
I know how they go.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is what it is, though, man. That's just part of being down here.
Yeah, man.
But this is Luke chapter 13, verse 25. But once the master of the house is risen up and hath shut the door, and ye begin to stand without, and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open unto us, and he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not whence you are.
Oh man, that's being denied, man. And that's when it's too late, because Once that door is shut, man, there ain't gonna be no more trying. There ain't gonna be no more trying to put up lessons or trying to live in the faith and trying to be uh show your light in the world. You know, ain't gonna be no more of that because the oil, obviously, it's gonna be no more oil to share. And the door, like I said, the door is gonna be shut. And Yahweh Shai gonna say, hey, I know you not when she are. You know, it's like hell. I don't even know why you on the other side, man. I don't. That's your problem. You on the other
Mm-hmm.
side. You not on the inside. That's your problem now, man. You had the opportunity. You know. You had the knowledge. And a lot of those people that's gonna be knocking on the door, those are gonna be the ones that knew. Is in the
Yeah.
know. The people that just not in the know, they just gonna be looking and marveling, like, wow, what is this? What, you know, what's going on? They ain't gonna even know what's going on. Those people that's
God.
knocking at the door are the ones that knows exactly what's going on. Talking about Lord, Lord, you know.
And the next verse even explains what you just said.
Okay.
How people that had to be in the know, because it says, hold on, Shalaki, verse 26. Then shall he begin to say, we have eaten and drunk in thy presence, and thou hast taught in our streets.
Okay.
You know, so these were men that tasted the heavenly gift.
Okay, brother.
All right, and that's a scary thing. Like, just imagine a few thousands of years ago, around the time of Noah. Noah was prophesying for 100+ years, and everybody was talking mess. Water falling from the sky. What?
Yeah.
You know? And he was prophesying, he was telling them, and you know, when we out prophesying, we be bringing out hella good points.
Come on, brother.
You can imagine the good points Noah was bringing out, because that man was almost 1,000. You know what I'm saying? That man, he was an ancient man.
Come on, brother.
He was prophesying for 100+ years, bro. Imagine the points he was bringing out.
Man.
Just imagine. We only been in this thing a few years.
Man.
Noah had it. He had an alkaline-based body, so forth. The spirit was on him heavy.
Man.
People still didn't want to hear it.
Come on, brother.
Close the door on them.
That's right.
The same thing applies to right now, man. The floodgates are being closed.
That's right.
That gate, that straight gate that we're sojourning. All right. Hey, man, it's gonna be a time when that gate's gonna be shut.
That's right.
And those same men that were scoffing, that were bullshitting, excuse my language, that were busybodies, men that claim to believe but were talking mess about their brothers behind their back. Men like that are the ones that are gonna say, we ate and drunk with you. And then Yahweh said, man, I ain't depart from you. You workers of iniquity.
Man.
That's a scary thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we're supposed to sojourn here in fear. Because it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Man.
Because we know, being part of this thing, we know the repercussions that are involved with being disobedient. And for us to meditate on that stuff and to not make it, it's like, wow. To know the stuff that's to come to this place, man. To succumb to your demon.
That's right.
To listen to that little nigga in your head and succumb to that nigga. All right? And to be almost there. You at the tightrope. You done walked miles and miles across the tightrope over the Niagara Falls. You done kept balance and didn't fall and this and that. And as soon as you get to the very end, you slip. Man, you did all that for no reason.
All that for
you was better off falling right when you stepped on the rope.
Kind, brother.
You know?
Kind.
You got
Man, that's crazy, man. Like you said, you better off falling right when you got on the rope, man. Shit, you damn near not don't get on the rope at all. Just jump your ass off the cliff.
Right.
Shit, because all of that knowledge you had, all of that, toiling you did, all of that wobbling that you was doing, keeping your balance up from the beginning to the end was none avail, man. It was for no reason, and now you still fail. That's scary, man. And ultimately, we don't have a choice. We don't even have a choice whether we stay on the tightrope or not. That's what's really scary, man. And that's why you should fear the Most High. That's
That's
why
right.
you should reference him in everything that you do. That's why you should stay in the spirit, because you don't know. You only hope. You don't know. You know. And I'm speaking to myself, brother.
Same here.
Cause man, hey, the Most High is cold, man. He cold, man. He'll make an example out of you, and you don't even know. You don't even know what's gonna hit you later. You don't even know the pride that's gonna feel into your heart. And you ain't even gonna recognize it. You ain't even gonna know that you're proudful. You're gonna think that everybody against you.
Mhm.
And the Most High gonna have your number, man. Got you in the trick bag.
Yep.
Yep. And that's a fearful thing, man. You don't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that predicament. I know I don't. You know,
Same here.
and I hate to see a brother that I mean, ultimately, man, that's more fear. Like I said, I hate to see a brother that I thought was a brother and fall out, and then be like, damn, that's scary, man, because he knew so much, and that's already been before. There's nothing new under the sun. You know, brothers
That's right, brother.
brothers can help you through that. Hey, man, I done already seen it firsthand.
Yep.
You know, but ultimately,
That's
man,
right.
that's why you got to fear the Most High, because you don't know what's in for you. You
Mhm.
admonish and astonished by a brother, like, wow, man, this brother is beautiful, and his heart not right, you know, and then the Lord gonna show you that his heart isn't right, you
Yep.
know. So hopefully, man, we stay in this thing, and the Most High keep the spirit on us, you know, and He allow us to continue to do His work in faithful and sincerity and truth, and hope and all subjection, because man, hell, we didn't ask for nothing. We just was given this stuff. We didn't ask for nothing. We didn't. It wasn't our own. We didn't say, hey, I want to be a great man in the eyes of God. No, the Lord, if He created you to be a great man, He created you to be a great man. If He created you to be a
Mhm.
saint, He created you to be a saint. If He created you to be a Judas of Iscariot, then that's what you're gonna be.
Yep.
And you're gonna be able to quote scripture. You're gonna be able to notice the word. You're gonna be able to appear to be a beautiful brother.
That's right. That's right. Well, it even said it again in verse 26. It says, "We have eaten and drunken in thy presence." You
Mm,
know what that means? You see, he supped with us.
mm,
He's supping with all of us, man. So certain men that had fell out are men that were toiling in the scriptures at one time and just gave up or weren't serious about it.
come on, brother.
He's supping with all of us. But certain men that he supped with are going to be those ones that we're talking about. And Lord willing, it ain't none of us.
Come on, Lord willing, brother.
Just wanted to add that.
Man, that's beautiful, man. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You can finish that up.
God. Verse 27, but he shall say, I tell you, I know you not. Whence you are, depart from me, all you workers of iniquity. Then shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, and you yourselves thrust out.
Man.
Wow. Yeah, when you
Man.
see that deliverance going on,
Mm-hmm.
and you see them nukes coming, and your ass ain't make it.
Man.
All right. When you in the kingdom, and you see these great men, 144,000 doing their thing,
Okay.
you looking like, man, I could have been in there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You an Israelite, which is beautiful,
Yep.
in right state of mind, but you ain't received that reward which you could have received if you wasn't a whole ass nigga.
God, you was a whole ass nigga, man. That's exactly what I was about to bring out, brother. Cause ultimately, man, the brothers might not know in the now, but once we get once we get our glory, man, we gonna know why you didn't get. We gonna know. You know what I'm saying? We be like, damn, he didn't make it. I thought that. And then we like, oh, all that bullshit he was doing, man, behind our back. He was doing a lot of bullshit. Still out there smoking weed, nigga eating pork chops, and it might not even be eating literal physical pork chops. He might be eating spiritual pork chops, man. dibbling and dabbling in all types of wickedness, man. But you calling yourself a brother. You coming out and being amongst the brotherhood, man, and that's a dangerous thing, brother. That is a dangerous thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
To be amongst the men of the Lord and you playing games.
Yep.
You ain't sincere. You just want to be seen. You think this is a clubhouse. You think this is a Boy Scouts for men. But this is real business, man. This is the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. The ones that created this whole thing. This is their program.
Mm-hmm.
You not a part of a worldly program. This is not a worldly event. This is not a world group. This is not a free for all group where, as long as you sound right, you sound like you a man of the Lord. Come on in, man. This is spiritual, man. This is highly spiritual, and everything is going to be accounted for. Everything,
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I guess we can go ahead and bring it out in and what was that in Matthew, and then we can wrap it up.
Okay, con. Matthew 25, right?
Con, brother.
And I'll read for you.
Thank you.
Matthew 25 and what again?
It's Matthew 25. Hold on. Let me tell you. So,
I mean, you want me to start at the top? You talking about the oil and the lamps, right?
It was a precept that was on shut the door. Hold on. It's H. Matthew 25 and 10. Yeah, that's what it said.
God, this is Matthew chapter 25, verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
God. Hey, they that were ready went into him. You gotta be ready in this thing, man. You gotta be ready. You gotta. The Lord come as a thief in the night, So you gotta be ready, and you wanna be working when he get here. You wanna still be in it, fight to the finish, man. Like you said, don't want to get to the end of that tightrope and fall off. Be ready, man.
Yep.
Be ready. Be ready
That's
to be
right.
received.
Yep, that's right. It was a lot of hard work to cross that path, to go all the way from the beginning and all the way to the end, and you fall off right at the end. That's a people gonna talk mess. You remember what happened with the Warriors last year?
Come on, brother.
Had the best record.
Man.
Had the best record in the league. Had the best record of all time.
Come on, brother.
Went 3-1 against the Cavs, and the Cavs ended up taking over right at the last minute. And then it was a byword and a reproach.
Man.
Pierce.
God.
You don't want to be that. We don't want to be that. I know I don't, and I hope I'm not.
Come on, brother.
All I can do is hope that I stay in the spirit and stay in the faith and fight the good fight.
Hey, me too, brother. Me too, man. That's all we can do is hope, man, because we don't know.
That's right.
And that's a humbling way to look at this truth, man, and to view your salvation is that I don't know. I hope to be saved. I don't know for sure. Now, not viewing the truth as in uncertain, but viewing your salvation as uncertain, man. I don't know, man. I know I'm a sinner. I know I'm worthy of death. I know that, hell, I do, but I don't do good enough. I just pray to ask the Lord to allow me to do better, Because, hey, man, we all trying to get that same penny, like I said in the beginning.
Yep.
We all trying to get the same penny, and we all trying to fight for salvation. Lord willing, we're all trying to fight for the men of the Lord are trying to fight for salvation. The elect. I think it's a little more. That's a little more on that.
Absolutely. It's verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, Verily I say unto you, I know you not.
Hey, the other virgins came. They virgins too.
Mhm.
They pure too. Hey, they got the knowledge too, man. They got their white gowns. They make their own white gowns. We virgins, Lord, like
Hey, it's
go
really
ahead.
quick if I may though, but they white gown has spots.
Come on, brother.
Because they were with blame.
Come on, brother.
That's why they didn't get put into that room.
That's right.
Because we want to be those virgins without no blemish.
Come on.
You know?
Come on.
Yeah, they were virgins too, but at the same time, they might not have been virgins all like that. They might have claimed to be virgins. Now, of course, according to the scripture here, it does say they were virgins, but they were spotted.
Come on.
Yeah, that's why it says in the book of Zephaniah, I'm searching Jerusalem with candles.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you put that light, when that light shines on you, we want to make sure that we don't have those spots.
Come on, brother.
They had those spots. They were somewhat they were touched.
Come on. That from the naked eye, brother, they appeared to be virgins.
Mm-hmm.
From the spiritual eye, they were dross and had cankers. They had blemishes. They might even had their own white robe. The robes that we're gonna receive, Lord willing, with those men are gonna be from the Heavenly Father Himself, man.
Mm-hmm.
But,
that's right.
Yeah, man. Shit, I appreciate you, brother, for being able to join me on this little lesson that the Most High allowed us to bring out.
Hey, likewise, brother. The Wadi Halbashim Al Shah.
Like the Wadi Halbashim Al Shah, man. And with that, man, we're gonna say, call Halal, Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. And man, salutation to the other Akim out there pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and a few sisters that listen on the channels with meekness. Hey, and with that, I'm gonna say shalom, brother.
Shalom.